what she emphasized and re-emphasized had to do with controls. Public agency controls, and every once in a while folks get comfortable with what they're doing, and need to kind of look back at that because it causes problems. That from that is fabulous. Yes.
Mr. Curtis? All right, thank you. Item 20, items of interest, correspondence, or articles. None. Item 21, general manager comments.
So in addition to that, a couple more things. Samcon, the contractor we hired to do the manhole coating, started today. They were up doing a few manholes on the start up in the Montana Circle. In situ form, which is the lining contract, they're going to start cleaning next week. Robotic Systems, the Top Hat company, we're having a pre-con on Thursday. Shady Lane is currently out to bid for that lower portion fixing right there at Shady Lane on the highway. That'll be on your September board meeting for approval. Kenyatta, the fix was done. When we dug up the trench, we found 2 water lines, 2 gas lines above our sewer. We found 1 water line below our sewer. A couple of them weren't on as-built. So we took pictures of it, notified the agencies, put some nails in the pavement as to what we found. Back T we've talked about. Travis did talking about a PSL program. Travis did a PSL inspection at Gabriel's auto place over here on La Luna and Baldwin Road. It's sold, it's in escrow. The entire site, all the drains are connected to the sewer. The site's a mechanic shop. It's anticipated to be a new mechanic shop. The CUP for the site runs out in a year, so there's some re-permitting that'll be required at the county level to re-permit it as a new mechanic shop. And so we're working to advise the owner that under the new CUP, the new mechanic shop, all of those drains have to be taken off the sewer. But that is probably a significant point source of I&I that we had no idea existed. So the PSL program is identifying laterals that are a problem, but it's also identifying these kinds of problems which have an impact to our system.
We're going to ask the county to make sure that's a condition.
Yeah, there's a complicating factor to the site in that not only can the water not go to the sewer, but no longer can the water just be discharged onto the public right-of-way as sheet flow rainwater just escaping the site. So
that's because of the NPDES.
And because of NPDES rules. If you look up at Suzanne's, the art studio next to Suzanne's restaurant up there on the highway, they're digging up the front yard because they got to fix the sewer lateral was completely broken all the way to the front. And under the new, whatever the site goes in, all the site drainage has to be captured and allowed to percolate into the ground or treated before it goes off onto the public right-of-way. So new NPDES stormwater rules that both the city and the county are implementing are going to be a complex challenge for the Gabriel site as well as ours. So the end result is we want it disconnected from our sewer system, but the county's going to have things to say about just letting the water flow out onto the Luna or to the highway too. So that's a problem. Our compost bag design was approved by CDFA. We just got a word on that today. So we'll be ordering bags and bagging compost and taking it to Ojai Day and making it available here for customers to pick up. They don't have to drive their truck to the treatment plant and get a tractor scoop. They can self-serve pick up there if they just want a small trash can full. Soon they'll be able to come here and pick up a bag of compost just like you pick up at any of the garden stores. That's about it.
Thanks, Jeff. Mr. Byrd.
I'm your board member. I have a question for Jeff. You used the word earlier, and I don't know if the meaning is flocculate.
Yeah.
What does that
So there's microscopic particles in our water before it gets to our filters. And so they make chemicals. It's a polymer. It's It's like the consistency of molasses or a little bit like that. And you pump it into the water on a very low concentration level, and it acts magnetic almost, and it grabs all the little particles and they combine into bigger particles and then settle out. Or they're big enough that they're caught by the grains of sand. And the big thing is trying to what they call flocculate, get the little particles to bundle up in chunks that are big enough then to be grabbed by the sand. The stuff is, it's like a molasses, maybe a little bit thinner than molasses. Do you have a better word for it?
Not really.
So it's kind of that viscous, that sort of, but I tell you, it's as slippery as, I mean, duck snot. If you get it on the surface and you try and walk on it or grab something, I mean, you cannot stand up or grab stuff. So it's something that we have to be very careful about injecting into the system and not getting on, you know, the ground or on tools or anything. But it's a really wonderful product because it grabs those small particles.
Would it work on bird houses that are, you know, feeders that are on poles that keep the squirrels away?
It probably would. I mean, it is like, we used to use a solid powdered polymer, and I know from other places, and I know from talking to Ron, that if you spilled the powder on the ground and then you got it all wet, even from the dew, you couldn't walk on it.
I appreciate the potential for entrepreneurialism here.
Yeah, if you want a little bit to try on your bird feeder, I'll give you a little can, but you're on your own when it comes to it.
Perhaps also graffiti prone areas, you might
I'll
spread
tell you what, it is really slick.
Think of the negative.
We'd like some pictures and feedback on that also.
Are we smarter than squirrels?
I kind of got B before A on here. Because do you have any board member comments other than Mr. Bird's?
Yes,
Just green.
I'm not clear now, maybe I missed something. It seemed to be that we had information introduced by the representative from the city, and I don't remember us commenting about any of that. So I don't know whether or not we're taking that into account, or we're going to bring it up at another time after our council has had a chance to look at it. Did I lose myself in there, or what? We got comments from the
It was a
representative.
public comment, we can't comment on it because of the Brown Act. We can thank you for sharing, but we can't comment on it.
So maybe I missed some connection, but what was introduced was an interpretation that was
We can't
brought to
comment
us.
on it.
I just wanna know.
You're gonna be going into dark areas if you keep talking about it.
Okay,
Sorry.
Any other board
Go
comments?
to the dark side.
yeah,
Okay,
may the force be with you.
that concludes item 21. We're going to move back to item 13 now, which will be a closed session. Conference with legal counsel for anticipated litigation. Let's take a couple of minute recess here.
Yeah, I'm just making a statement on the record. It's the intention of the OVSD